So the Ghiza's Will is broken in more ways than one, as you could probably tell from the opening clips. Was testing out patch 1.09 yesterday on stream. I should be live again there, by the way, so do follow me there and check me out after the video. But it did actually buff this weapon with a couple of really nice changes, but it actually came alongside a really annoying bug to the point where it's just not that usable. But what the buffs actually were is that it spins a lot faster now with its Asher War, and it still consumes like the same amount of FP, which is absolutely amazing. Pretty sure the heavy attacks do spin faster as well. I definitely recommend using the one-handed heavy attack because it stays in the same spot, and it's arguably even better than the Asher War, as we'll probably get into. But another buff that it did bring is that you can cancel the Asher War itself. You can either just roll out of it, or you can actually go straight into a heavy attack, and as we said, the heavy attacks are absolutely amazing. So there is that. But as for the annoying bug that has come alongside with this, against larger bosses, as you could probably tell with the gameplay right now, it's just like bugging out a bunch. It's like staggering all over the place. It's pretty much doing what the Death's Poker used to do with that annoying bug with this Asher War, to the point where it's like the blade is just not spinning that fast at all, and it's pretty much doing like a quarter of the amount of damage that it should be doing. So against like larger bosses like Radahn and Godfrey and anything larger than that, it's just not going to do very well. But against like humanoid enemies like Steven or Millennia, it's going to work perfectly fine. So this does great, but I have a feeling that it's probably a problem across all platforms. I don't know why it wasn't really tested beforehand, but what can you expect with FromSoft? They just do things like this. Anyway, but soon as that bug gets fixed, then this weapon will definitely be an S tier option in PvE. I thought the only way to actually fix this was to have Millicent Prosthesis work with the Asher War, because at the moment it still only works with the heavy attack, or actually give it an arcane scaling. But apparently the only thing you needed to do was just make it spin faster. But yeah, hopefully it does get fixed sometime soon. But going over the build, if you did want to use it to like melt Millennia, Radagon, or Steven or something like that, we have 50 in strength and dexterity, because obviously it has a quality scaling, and then 25 faith, because just buffs, why not more damage. As for the talismans, Shard of Alexander, Axe Talisman, Millicent Prosthesis, because it still actually works with the heavy attack, but it doesn't work with the Asher War, and then Lord of Blood Exaltation, for when I bleed, I just do more damage. But just using all the buffs and then stacking them all together, and yes, the Jellyfish Shield, going to be using that one as well. Amazing thing about it is that it's now bugged, so I can just use it and then take it off and then gain that 20% buff for 30 seconds. I'm going to have a couple of things in my Wondrous Flask, both the Spiked and Thorny Cracked tier, to just give me a whole bunch more damage, especially with my heavy attack. So all I gotta do is fully charge it, one-handed definitely, and yeah, it did not have a fun time. Did not have a fun time. That was the damage without the bleed, by the way. That was just the heavy attack. The bleed procced on the following hit. But yeah, that's why I think that the heavy attack is pretty much better than the Asher War itself, but the Asher War is definitely nothing to laugh at as well, if I can actually just stagger it. But yeah, as you can see, it just melts. So as soon as it does get fixed, it'll be an amazing option. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Guys, the rest of the video will just be some more gameplay. As always, please do like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Should be live right now by the time this video is out. And yeah, see you in the next. Bye.